Hello, we are going to present another way to move an active worksheet multiple times to the left of a workbook. As per the earlier video, there are several worksheets for revenue, gross margin, EBITDA, operating cash flow and FTEs. In Excel, users can manually move a sheet using Excel's native features. However, we will take a different approach using Visual Basic. Let's go to Visual Basic Editor and insert a module. Remember to notate your macro, as it will improve the macro's clarity to you or other developers at a later date. The macro will be called move sheet x times left. Firstly, disable these three Excel properties. Now we need to declare the object variables and their type for our macro. Next, we want to set the location of the left sheet in relation to the active worksheet. As there are only a finite number of sheets to the left of the active sheet, we have to deduce the number of sheets to the left, which will be used as an error handler. To improve the robustness of the macro, we will insert a number of error handlers that will prevent runtime errors. The first error handler will make the macro stop if the active sheet is located at the far left-hand side of the workbook. As notated above, this code will trigger the input box and the user to specify how many times to move the active worksheet to the left. This second error handler will exit the user from the macro if they click Cancel on the input box. The third error handler will cover a situation where the user enters a non-numerical value into the input box. It too will stop the macro from running any further. The final error handler will cope with any inputs which are false, less than or equal to 0, or values greater than the number of sheets to the left of the active sheet. Otherwise, if the input value is suitable, we can continue to the looping code. This code will move the active sheet to the left of the previous sheet. It will repeat this task multiple times based on the input value entered in the input box. Once the loop is complete, we can re-enable the 3 Excel properties. The macro is complete. Let's review our macro. We can now test the macro on sheet 5. We want to move it 4 sheets across to the left. As we can see, the macro is working correctly. Let's try it on sheet 3 and move it 2 sheets across. Feel free to send us a comment, subscribe to our channel, or like us.